That sucks. So sorry about that. We are still skinning this bear. Alright. We're splitting the ears right now. And we're gonna remove this whole ear bulb right here. You can see we started like this, now we're like this, okay? Where the ear bulb connects to the skin, just right above that, we'll cut it off very flush. We're trying to get rid of all that inner cartilage. I'm just splitting that ear. Man, I don't know. Well, YouTube is acting funny right now on these live streams. I don't know why. What's up, y'all? This is a bear hide. I'm looking at this bear's ear right now because I think it has some sort of injury. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Somehow, he about lost the tip of his ear. It's all cut. So that's probably not going to stay. It's actually probably not going to tan at all. Anyway. Yeah, it was a bear. Yeah, bear skin. His ear has sustained an injury, which is gonna probably ruin this ear trying to tan it. So, not much we can do about that. Not much we can do about it. So what I'm doing right now to this ear is splitting it. Just like this. Alright? Now I don't make leather jackets. Somebody could if they wanted to out of this, but I won't be doing it. I just tan the hides. Alright, so I'm going to show y'all how I get from this right here, this is an ear right here, how I get it from this to this. Alright? Yep, bear hide. So what I'm going to do is go around this entire ear. It's going to pick up on some of this membraney flesh and just kind of peel it back all the way to the ear bowl. Just like that. You see how that's cleaned up looking? Come over here, pick up on some, just kind of pull it all the way back. There's always this big piece of cartilage right in front of the ear, towards like the forehead of the animal. And we're going to get under that and pick it up off the skin, get it out of the way. We'll just continue to work around this ear. And I'm just peeling it all the way back to the actual ear bulb. So I get all the way to the ear. It is a lot of work, yeah. It's a lot. I gotta do the paws here in a minute. Like the bone is still in these paws. I gotta skin them all the way to the claw. Yeah, it's just chilling. Alright, so now I will cut all this crap in half, straight to the ear butt, split it in half, and then I'm going to go around and peel all this off of the ear butt, just like I'm doing there. Just kind of clean it up so I can see what's what. You got to flip and flop these things around. Yeah, it's pretty nasty work. Once you get this part done though, and get the skin fleshed off, it starts getting clean, you know. Bro, I'm at Whole Foods right now on my lunch break. I wish we still brought in full headless lamb. Oh yeah. Get some cool stuff. That would be wild. This is a bear hide, y'all. So here's the ear butt. Again, we're going to get this to look like this. Alright, nice and cleaned up. But we got to get this ear butt off. Yeah, all box meat. Now, dude, I'm a butcher and I work at a slaughterhouse. Yeah, they bring in the live animal, but I used to work at retail and yeah, it's all box. Heck yeah, dude. So now I'm going to cut off the cartilage portion of this ear bowl. Without cutting too deep. You don't want to cut too deep on this thing. Alright. Yeah, I just use tiny little blades on this stuff. It's real tedious work. Totally different than meat cutting, that's for sure. Did you say I love animals or I overheard? I mean, I love animals. I didn't say that, but I mean, I do. But, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, these tiny little blades, man, I mean, I'll use this one, this razor blade with the handle, this scalpel, and just my pocket knife here for just different parts of it. I just have my own preferences. Yeah, for sure. Works, it works, yeah. And I'm fixing to start trying some new blades out because I honestly don't like the ones I have, but it's all I've ever used, so I just stick with it. But I'm getting ready to try some new things out. See if there's something out there that I like even better. So I'm just pulling his ear back. Just a black bear. Little Arkansas black bear. That ain't no big bear. Just a little black bear. If you ever see a bear rug and you think, oh, that's cool, it had to go through this. So I'm working on the ears right now, which is on the head. I'm going to remove some more of this inner cartilage. So I can grab a hold of this thing a little better. How long have you been tanning hides for? About 20 years. There's been times where I was on and off with it, but it's always something that I've done since I was a kid. Man, this bear, something has happened to its ears, man. Like when it was alive, it has been hurt because they're kind of jacked up. Yeah, it is, man. Yeah, I'm 35 now. I started tanning hides. I don't know. I must have been 13, something like that, when I started. So I've always hunted. And I always like to tan the hides of critters I've harvested. Rabbit, squirrel, deer, stuff like that. Used to trap a lot when I was a kid. Now I don't stink. So how much does it cost to get something like this done? So this little bear here is $350. No, I don't do taxidermy mounts. Yo, appreciate it. Yeah, I just tan hides. I have mounted this little 8-point that I killed a couple years ago. I mounted it. I'm thinking about bringing it in here, hanging it up in here. Yeah, I appreciate y'all watching. Where was this bee? What's the worst part of all the process? This part right here, fleshing it. $350 seems cheap for all that work. How many hours do you think you'll spend on it? So, I don't know, maybe like me, I'll spend most of my time on it right here doing what I'm doing right now. So, I really won't have a lot. Maybe 10 total hours. I don't know, that's being generous. Once I get done with this, it's like, I'll just put them in chemical baths and I'll throw it on the shaving wheel. I might spend about 15-20 minutes shaving it down. But this part right here is the longest part. It's the most tedious part of it. But this is a very small bear. I mean, very small. So $350 for this really ain't terrible. I don't think. I am going to improve on my pricing for bears. I gotta sit down and go through all that. Oh yeah, dude. Creepy little bear hide or bear head, yeah. I'm not sure. Probably in the chest. I haven't looked yet. No, I don't. I don't eat it. I didn't kill this bear, so no, I'm not gonna eat scrap meat off the hide for sure. No, I didn't clean all the guts. Yo, what's up, the taxidermy lover? What's up? I don't know what fur's selling for. I don't sell fur, so I don't keep up with fur prices. I provide a high tanning service, and that's all. That's all I keep up. Let me see, bro. Have you got any bad dreams when you were a kid after watching your dad doing this or something? No, no, my dad didn't tan hides. I just kind of That's something I just kind of picked up on. I know he tanned a swamp rabbit hide one time. So, but no, no, it's never given me bad dreams or nothing. You know. I don't think nothing of it. Kentucky has a good amount of black bears where I'm at. Heck yeah. Last time I saw a raw pelt, it was like $5 or $10 for coyotes. Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, I just charge a tanning fee. I'm not, hopefully one day I'll get into selling fur, but until then, I don't know. Jason, I'm in Arkansas. Okay, wait, hold on, sorry. Malafor, would you please mind explaining what exactly that you're doing with the ear and the scalpel right now? So what I was doing there was splitting the ears open so that I can expose this cartilage. I'll clean it up at a later time, and so the back of these ears can get salted. Let's see here. Here in Asheville, New York City? Or where's NC? I don't even know where that's at. We have a bunch of black bear. I have them at the house all the time. Heck yeah. I know the black bear population in Arkansas is going up pretty high. I used to do all that, just starting to get back into it after 20 years. Heck yeah. Virginia. Yeah, $50. I've seen some coyotes, depending on the grade of the fur and everything, I've seen them go pretty freaking high. $200 for some soft tan coyotes. Just depends. I guess it just depends on where you're selling it, who you're selling it to. I've had people offer me $100 for some of the stuff I work on, but none of it's for sale. All right, so now I've got to do these paws here. Got to get all the bones out. As you can see, there's webbing in here, and I have to go in between all that webbing and go up this finger to the claw. So got four paws to do. I removed the big pad, completely take it out. So I'm just going to split up it and then peel back and around to open it up. Oh, North Carolina, my bad. West Plains, Missouri. All right, so I'm gonna bust open this paw here. And then what I like to do is just trace around this paw. And then I'll just kind of fillet this pad open. I just get right at the edge of that pad. You gotta flip and flop it so you can get the right angle. Now let's go around the entire pad. Then I can go underneath it and just kind of lift it up. And I'll show you just as soon as I get it off exactly what I'm doing. And you can leave the pad on if you want to. For a soft tan hide, I don't see any reason to. You're just taking, that's just half of it right there. Oh, animal lover. Humans are cruel. Yeah, animals are cruel too, man. I mean, you ever seen one just like brutally eat the freaking hind quarter of an animal while it's alive? Animal lover, what are you doing? I mean, animosity is retarded. It's retarded, you know. Love animals, you know, but we're predators too, just like them, and they're brutal and cruel, you know. So you just have to, I don't know, man. If you don't like this stuff, that's fine, you know. But yeah, it's totally fine. I respect it. But you know, it's just this is the way it's been forever, man. Man, y'all are attacking. Yo, appreciate you from India. Oh yeah, you're sick. You're sick in the head because you've lost where you come from. You know, you've lost where you come from. You've lost connection with freaking reality. That's what's wrong with a lot of people. And what do you think you're doing? Making a difference? Making a difference by coming on here and just starting shit, insulting? Like, it just shows how out there you really are. Why not just be rational and try to explain your case if you really want to? I love when people like that come on here because they don't freaking. I love whenever they come on here and get all offended in their emotions and just start throwing out irrational freaking insults that nobody cares about. It's just crazy. It's crazy. It happens all the time. I've actually never experienced it until I got on YouTube. I knew there were people out there that didn't like this, and that's totally fine. It's totally fine. I don't judge them. I don't agree with them, but I don't judge them. A lot of people eat meat and they don't even realize where that meat comes from, and I mean they're stupid. A lot of these animals are treated it's a pretty cruel scenario that these farm animals have to endure, and yet they eat it and give back to it, unknowingly support it because they're idiots. Anyway. We're doing some cool stuff right now, so I'm removing these pads. Oh, animal lover. Gosh, I'm living rent-free in your head, aren't I? Anyway. Here you go. There's the paw. Pad removed. You can see where it was, and you can see where it's not now. Oh yeah, well that's how they are, you know. That's how they are. People like that. They're just, oh yeah. Animal lover just hanging out. Hey, animal, comment all you want, man. I mean, really, every comment that you put on here helps my algorithm, so. It doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter to me at all. Matter of fact, animal lover, I hope you find peace. See, bro, I don't eat meat and I'm 100% vegan. Yeah, I'm not like those people out there. That's cool. And you know what, man? Being 100% vegan, I was just talking about that the other day, like how hard that must. Like I did a diet the other day that was no meat, couldn't eat no meat, and It was a plant-based diet, and I'm telling you, it was freaking hard. Hey, I appreciate that, Jason. Thank you. Everybody just ignore animal lover. Don't even say nothing to them. All right. Yeah, India's got some freaking good food. I bet it makes it a lot easier. But man, I couldn't do it. I think the lack of protein got me incredibly sick. But maybe, you know, I just wasn't used to it. But yeah. Yeah, to each their own. You know what I mean? Being 100% vegan that's a huge commitment. I respect that. I do. Yeah, for sure. That's because y'all got them good spices in India. Makes it tolerable. Yeah, well, I don't know what it is, but props to you for sure. And I'll tell you, I like meat, but I don't eat like a lot of it. I can't. Nobody say anything to animal lover. Just it's not meat evil with evil, all right? Animal lover, we love you. Hope you find peace and just yeah, just hope you're happy. Later, animal lover. Hey, I respect that you love animals. I do too. And I know that we obviously have different views on it. But it is what it is. I mean, it's no big deal. No big deal. Getting a little warm in here. 61 degrees in here. Let's see, bro. Gotta fill his stomach at the end of the day, though. Yeah. I did carnivore for 6 months. It felt great, and I even lost weight. But I like fruits and vegetables also. Yeah, I couldn't just do straight meat. I love animals. We have to provide for our families. Yep. I mean, you know. And not everybody provides for their families this way, but man, it's a great way to. I'll tell you, it's a great way to do it. Yeah, I only eat just enough meat, just what I have to. What's the most exotic thing you've tanned? A zebra. Yep, tanned a zebra hide. And what is called a Jim's buck. And a sable, African sable. Those are the most exotic hides I have ever tanned. Alright, so what I'm doing here is going all the way to the claw on that. You see I removed that at the joint. So now that claw is freed up. And so I'm going to go to the next one. And so all of these things that I'm doing right now are just steps that I like to take prior to fleshing the whole hide. So I still got to go through and take all the fat off of this thing, man. I just do that with a pressure washer, and it comes off. It comes off super easy, and there's really no effort at all. This just takes a little bit of time, for sure. How the heck did you get those African animals back stateside before they rotted to tan them? Isn't there a like a quarantine period for that stuff like that. So what they do is if you kill them over there, you gotta flesh them over there. You know, there's tanneries over there and people that do all this, but they got to be dipped. Like they have to be fleshed thoroughly over there, and then they got to be dipped in this freaking like super strong acid bath to kill any parasites and stuff. And then when they're dried out, then they can come over here. But there's this whole process they have to go through in order to even bring them back. Can you do a shout out for me, please, 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 please? All right, Squid Game X10. Squid Game X10. All right. Man. What do you got going on, Squid Game X10? What type of content you got? I killed a deer with 300 Win Mag. Heck yeah. Squid Game X10. I already did. I don't know. You don't know? Okay. Well, can't do nothing. So it's very, very difficult to get these paws out, man. So what I'm going to do right now is just clamp this thing, the hide on this table, so I can apply some pressure. Like that right there. And get back in there to that knuckle. Just kind of break that thing free. Just like that. That is so cool. Heck yeah, so cool. Appreciate it. Thank you. Is there any type of animals that I refuse to flesh? Not really. I pretty much don't turn down. There's things that I wish didn't get brought to me sometimes, but I do it anyway. By the way, bro, have you ever got sick from the animal hide or the dead body? Yeah, I actually went into septic shock one time over it. And that's what this whole, I don't know if you can see that big scar there. And it goes all the way up my hand. Yeah, got pretty sick off of it. Good work. Appreciate your craft and trade. Really learned from watching your work. Hey, appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. Have you fished before? Yeah, I fish. So, I wasn't living a healthy lifestyle at the time. And, anyhow, I was tanning hides still though, and I got a bit of a history, as we all do. But anyway, I was making some leather, and one leather is kind of the hide is exposed to a lot of bacteria when you're making like leather, like this. That's leather. I made that leather. But it's a different process than what I'm going to be doing with this bear right here. And it gets exposed to a lot of bacteria. Anyway, I had a cut on my hand, and that bacteria, the flesh-eating bacteria, got into my system and ended up putting me in the septic shock, and it was pretty bad. I didn't tan hides for 2 years after that, and then I just came back in full swing, and I've been tanning ever since. That was about, I don't know, 4 years ago. I'm pretty careful now. That's one reason why I don't go real fast. I do not want to get cut doing this. Can't help but to go slow now. All it took was an open wound. Yeah. And it can happen to you, you know, even if you are living a healthy lifestyle. You know, just be honest, I was a drug addict at the time. And didn't get a lot of sleep at that time. So my body was not really able to fight back like a normal person's body could. Just because of what my body was having to go through on a daily basis. But ultimately, I mean, it changed my life, so for the better. It's a pretty crazy story. Kind of. And I have been cut while doing this, bear hides, and I don't get cut often, that's for sure. I'm very careful. But if I do, I just go straight to the bathroom, put hydrogen peroxide on the cut, like I don't waste no time. Have you tanned a bison or some cow species? Yeah, I have. Have you ever scratched up by their nails? No, I haven't. Yeah, I've tanned several bison. In North Carolina, our matured male black bear weigh 500, 600 pounds. Plus, on average, a bow hunter's got a 395-pound black bear. Dang. Man, I wouldn't even freaking want that. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine dragging that out of the woods? That would suck. Anyway, look at this humanistic looking hand here. Freaking weird, y'all. But there's the paws. This one paw. I'm actually going to leave that there, and I want to show you guys that are watching this. That right there is what I've done. I've had to go through the webs of the paw right there and go all the way down in there to the claw. So you see, that's what's right in front of me right now. That's what I'm working on. Look at that claw. Now this is a small black bear. This is not a big black bear at all. I mean, that's it right here. That's the entire hide. The head and the body. Super small. Like I say, charge $350 for that. Still a lot of work. Still got to do a lot of, the same amount of work on a small black bear paw that you have to do on a big one. I put that hand in a jar that's metal. Yeah, that's actually, get some freak, what's that stuff? Formaldehyde or whatever. Yeah, see the younger bears, they got way sharper claws. You see how sharp that is? Comes to a pretty sharp point. The older bears, their paws are not quite as sharp, but they got a lot of force going behind those even dull claws to where they will cut you. So here's another paw right here. We're gonna start another one. That's what we're doing. Is we're just taking them and making them into boneless claws. It takes a little bit of freaking time. Again, we're just going to remove this pad. Peel it up. Just get rid of it. I like to just go ahead and just peel back the skin, just get it out of the way right here. Hey, thanks, Jason. I appreciate that support. Almost got 2,000 subscribers. I mean, we were like right there. I don't know how many I got right now. We're getting there. I appreciate y'all's support, for real. Alright, so got that half of it done. We'll come over here. Get rid of this other pad. Thank you, Corbin. Thank y'all. Yeah, we'll be doing a lot. Pretty much on these live streams, it's going to be, these bear hides always get pretty involved on the live streams because there's quite a bit of work to do to them. I'm going to try to do things a little bit different so I can show a lot of it. Because most of my tanning methods, I mean, this is the most hands-on I'm going to get with this bear hide right here. But most of them are like hands-off. I mean, I don't really, and what I do, do to them is very short and brief. It's kind of hard to really do a live stream doing that. But bear hides, like right now, I'm more involved with this bear hide than I am the majority of my hides that I work on. So, good time for a live stream right here. There's so many different methods of tanning a hide, it's unreal. And you can, determine. I have videos on YouTube on what methods I use. And there's several different methods that I've used since I've had YouTube. And I've shared a lot of it. I haven't made videos of all of it just yet. I'm going to. As soon as I can. But I do explain a lot of them right here. Usually when people ask me, I'll explain it. It usually gets brought up. So I'm just going up underneath this where I cut the pad off. I'm now just kind of creating a lip edge to be able to work. Kind of reaching in there with this scaffold as far down the fingers as I can. Just kind of getting it in there in between those webbings. Not really a big fan of cutting the webs of the fingers. It happens a little bit, but it doesn't always happen, but it does happen. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is clamp this thing back down. Kind of release as much of this as I can right now. I'd be lying if I said I enjoyed doing this, but I don't really care to do the paws of any animal, but I will. Appreciate y'all watching. I'm going to take that off and just get this first finger exposed. It's hard to find the right angle to open this thing. Because you got to go in between the webs deep down in there. And it's not easy get up in there without cutting anything. But we got it right here. Alright, so now I'll go back to clamping it now that I've got that first one exposed. You see I got that little finger out now. wanting to reach down in there to that knuckle, you gotta watch out for that webbing of that finger in between them fingers. Sever these tendons, because that's what's keeping you from getting in there. You kind of got to get in there and do a slight scooping motion. Yeah. I try to be very careful. I don't want to cut myself. What's the biggest animal you've tanned? Definitely a big giant buffalo. Those are definitely the biggest. I try to be real careful on these. There's a lot of tension. Your close proximity to your fingers. I really don't want to get cut doing this. So that's one reason why I'm not trying to work super fast too. I mean, I don't want to mess up and cut a big giant hole through this thing either, but I'm honestly more worried about me than I am this bear hide. That was a fact. My fingers are right by this blade, so I mean, it's kind of a sketchy little thing. Just gotta be real careful. You can easily cut yourself doing this right here. Just gotta be super mindful of every movement, every slice that you take. You just gotta be 100% locked in to what you're doing. Once you get it done, it's cool. Because it's done. Yep. Thanks, JP. Appreciate it. What's up, Corbin? Alright. If you rip a glove, gotta get another one on. These gloves kind of suck if you have to take them right off and put one right back on. But really should put like some baby powder or something in there to help it slide on better. it. That would be weird to put in a jar, wouldn't it? Crazy. Alright. You can see how thin this is. You see those little white speckles or those black speckles? That's the hair fibers or the follicle. I mean, it's right there. You know, you got to be totally careful. But that's what you're left with. I mean, you ain't got no bones in there except for right there on that claw. That's it. So that's the front paws. So we've done, I've skinned the head on this bear, removed the cartilage, removed split the lips, split the ears, cleaned them up, removed the paws, the bones. I freaking took all the bones out and everything of this, skinned all the way down to the claw. Look at that. It's crazy. That's what's going on. Yeah, totally deboning. So now we got to do the back paws. I'll just show you. Not a big bear hide, really at all. Pretty small. So we'll just let this part hang off, and we got these two back paws. They're a lot different than the front paws. We got the heel and everything on here, so we are going to remove this back pad. I removed the entire pad from here, the heel, all the way below the base of the claws. Let's use this. Try to stay as center as possible. That way everything, the end result is as uniform as I can possibly get it. Alright, now go through here, trace out this back paw. So we can remove it. See why you're not fond of the paw work. Very time consuming. Yeah, it is. But once it's done, it's done, you know. It's just one of them things, I guess. One of them things, you gotta do it. You get it done though, you're done. You ain't even gotta really mess with them after this. Not too much. Yep, it takes a lot of time. hopefully over time I'll learn some more things to help me figure out how to get it done quicker. That would be very helpful. Alright, let me switch out this, I'm going to turn this blade around real quick. Wait. That's kind of a piece of crap freaking thing right here. Seriously need to get a new blade. A new handle for these raised blades. Alright, that'll work. Alright. You want to go through and peel back the skin on these paws. Oh, Scott Byler. Scott Byler. I'm working on these freaking paws, man. I'm ready to get these bears freaking done. Jeez Louise. Appreciate it. Was that Ryan? Yeah, it's time consuming. It's worth it though. I mean, they look cool. Like I said, I mean, this is the most, you're getting paid $350 a hide. You're going to have to do some work for it. This being the most time consuming part of the entire process, I mean, it's fine. Everything after this, it goes super smooth. You just got to get this part done. Could I go up on the price? Probably. Will I? Probably. But a lot of this, it's just low price to gain experience. I'm not just killing a crap ton of bears. I gain my experience from customers. So, but as I get better, my price has got to increase straight up. Thank you. I'm on my third paw, so I got one more on this animal to do, and then I got a whole nother bear hide to do. Skin the head, do all of their paws, and yep, that'll be 3 bear hides. I've got one finished. It's ready to be fleshed now. And I got one more to do. I got about 4 more in the freezers to do. Appreciate y'all. Just a scooping motion around the side of that paw. Just gotta make sure you don't get your own knuckles, This bear, I've only got probably at an hour and a half right now total. Which, like I said, I'll just skin the head, split the eyes, remove the cartilage, split the lips, split the ears, and I'm skinning all the way down the paws. So like I say, this is the bulk of the work right here on this bear. After this, it's gonna be easy. It's just gonna take, it's just gonna sit in pickle baths and tanning baths and just kind of dry. And I got a fur tumbler, and my fur tumbler will do most of the work. It'll be easy after this. Just got to get through this part right here. You can do this, you can do the whole thing. And, for me, I got equipment that makes it easy. If I was just doing everything by hand, well, then I'd have a lot of time wrapped up in this bear, and $350 wouldn't be worth it. But, like I say, this is a small bear too, so. This part does take some freaking time though. What's up, Oak Ridge, man? I'm doing good. I'm just trying to get down to these old bear paws, man. I see your channel freaking just going nuts, dude. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. Been working on bears today and just deboning some claws pretty much. Yeah, so my channel, I got monetized, and when I got to the point of having to verify my identity so that I could collect my funds, it was saying that my channel was an organization, which I'm not an organization. So I was not able to provide the necessary proof of identity. And so now there's like this, I have to wait 32 days so that my AdSense account that you have to have is permanently deleted. And when I start a new one, I have to make sure that it's on individual. Because I guess I just kind of sped through it and it's automatically on organization. And I didn't notice that. And so that kind of screwed me. So next time, once it's all completely deleted, I'll be incredibly mindful to make sure that it's on individual, because I can provide that, that documentation. It does, man. Like, I'm right there. Like, I'm there. I can do it. I've got it, but it's got to wait. But it's just another month. I mean, I'm probably about, I don't know, halfway through it, the waiting process. But it'll get done and it'll be all good. It's going to keep on going. But yeah. It does suck. It sucks. Kind of bummed me out there for a minute. I was like, dang, man. I've been waiting to get it all this time, and it's like, shit, brick wall. I've been watching old Critter Getter Outdoors. His channel is just, his live streams, he can't even read all the comments getting on that thing. He's blowing up. That's the thing, you gotta do a bunch of them often. Boy, if you do though, they will straight up blow up. That's what I want to, I'm trying to build it up, and then whenever I get monetized, hopefully I'll have whenever I get my monetization active again. Oh yeah, he's a freaking man, dude. He has got it going on. That dude is busy. He can skin a hide, skin out of the carcass quick. These bears, man, they take some freaking time for me doing these paws and stuff. But like I tell everybody, once you get them done, you're done with them. You're done with them. You know, the rest is just tanning it, fleshing it. I just do it with a pressure washer. It's easy as all get out. Cleans it up real nice. It's fast. I still take the bear hides and, you know, after I pickle them for a little bit, I'll take them out and bring them back in here and clean up the faces really good with my mini flesher. But that don't take no time. I mean, after this right here, smooth sailing. How long did it take you to get monetized? So it took me 9 months. 9 months of YouTube. Got monetized. But, you know, in the beginning, I did like you're doing, man. I see that you're posting often and you're doing lives often. Just keep on doing it. Like it will just it's just gonna pick up and take off. Especially with, you know, any type of work like this, you know, related to taxidermy or tanning hides or whatever. It seems to be an attention grabber on people. But yeah, I was just heavy at it for 9 months, and it helped. It helped just posting videos and posting shorts nonstop. I wish I could just cut these paws off, like just way back behind the claw, but you just simply can't do it. You can, but you'll not want to do it again. Because that shit ain't gonna work out for you. You're pickling hides, you know. Just gotta do it the right way. First claw off, it'll usually go pretty smooth. There we go. Yeah, they suck, man. There's just no way around it. They just suck. Just kind of find a little way. I like to just go through and cut these tendons here on the bottom, and this one's been loaded. Yep. I'd rather do like bobcat paws and stuff. There's something about bear paws, man. They just kind of a pain in the butt. This little vice clamp helps though. Or the C clamp, sorry. The C clamp helps. Kind of put some tension on it as you're going through and reaching in there. Yeah, I think the bear just has such long fingers. 3,000 watch hours is going to take me forever. Man, I thought it seemed like it took a while. Like, I made a bunch of videos one summer, or last summer, and the videos are slow, but they do get views. They don't get a lot though, but you'll have people that'll watch the whole thing, and that will help. It's time consuming to make the videos, but it seems like that kind of helped on watch hours. But just figuring out, how to making a bunch of shorts, that helped me. I think I've got like 200 and something videos total, and that's with the live streams as well. And I've done more live streams, and I don't know, I probably have an equal amount of live streams as I do shorts. And it seemed like it took forever, man, but it will, your live streams, once your live streams start picking up, which I don't know if they have or not, I don't know yet, but that helps a lot. That helps a lot. I usually get 25 hours per live. Yeah, well, it will grow, man. Keep doing it and doing it as often as you can, and it'll grow. Let me tag this bear hide real quick. Is that the tail? Oh, shit. Oh. That's my bad. Well, they put a hole right above that tail. That's too bad. Going through the razor blades today. Another beautiful bear hide. How many razors you change this hide? I have no idea. Like, not really, because I'm trying to. Well, they got a tag in the ear of this bear here. No idea. I'm trying to conserve them right now. I like to keep a pretty fresh razor blade. Looking good, looking good. I like that these bear hides aren't very big, because they're going to be easy to run through that staking machine. Alright, so I'm going to take this tag out of his ear, set it to the side. All right. I think I'm gonna take me a little break, y'all. Go get something to eat real quick. Then I'm gonna come out here and finish up this last bear hide I gotta do. Heck yeah, man. I would like to be a taxidermist. Congratulations, dude. It's cool. Big accomplishment. Go check out Oak Ridge Taxidermist, man. He's got a lot of stuff on his channel. Does a lot of live streams on mounting his deer if you ain't checked him out. All right, y'all. Hey, I'm gonna jump off real quick, and then I'm gonna start another live here in a minute doing this bear right here. So check me out here in just a minute. I appreciate y'all watching. We're about to get another one here in a minute.